My boyfriend, Chase, suddenly got amnesia and fell head over heels for the one girl he used to despise. I was pissed, devastated. I went after them every chance I got, and he became my worst bully to protect his new sweetheart. Then, one rainy night, I was assaulted by someone he set up. As I lay dying, I saw a comment floating above me. The side character is so tragic. Little does she know, the main character has a system. The more negative emotions she feels, the more the main character gets her beauty and wealth. Who cares? It just proves how jealous the side character is. That's when I realized I'd wasted my whole damn life boosting someone else's story. This time around, the moment that bitch, Lacey, showed me those lovey-dovey pictures of her and Chase, I just smiled and said, "Congrats, you too." This time, I'm focusing on myself. Good grades, clear skin, and a fuck ton of success. That's my story now. Scarlett, it's our 100-day anniversary with Chase. You're gonna wish us well, right? Lacey sashayed up to me during recess, shoving her phone in my face. On the screen was a picture of Chase hugging her close, their faces all smushed together. They looked like the goddamn prom king and queen. A bunch of classmates crowded around, gushing, "They're so perfect together, and Lacey, you're such a sweetheart. Scarlett's been so awful to you, and you still want her blessing, and anyone with eyes can see who Chase should be with. Looks do tell, and Scarlett has such a jealous face. I bet she curses you both to death every night. Lacey's got the looks and the money. I don't know what Scarlett even thinks she's got to offer." It had been 6 months since Chase dumped my ass for Lacey. Last time, I let jealousy and bitterness eat me alive. My skin got worse every day, and my family's business tanked. Meanwhile, Lacey, who Chase couldn't stand because she was a chubby, goth girl, had morphed into the hottest, richest chick in school. It wasn't until I was dying that I found out Lacey had a system that stole everything that was mine. She even swapped our memories in Chase's head, making me the crazy stalker he always hated. This time, I didn't react. Lacey shoved her phone closer to my face, her eyes like a viper ready to strike. "Scarlett, even if Chase chose me over you, we can still be friends, right? Chase gave me a diamond ring. I think it's too expensive. I don't even want to wear it without your blessing." She bit her lip, acting all innocent, hoping to drive me nuts. But she was dead wrong. I just smiled, picked up my pen, and got back to studying. "That's awesome. I wish you two the best. Now, please move. I need to study." This time, Lacey, I'm not letting you turn me into your goddamn stepping stone. The air hung thick and silent for a second. Usually, I'd be spitting mad, ready to slap Lacey's face. Now, everyone stared at me, wondering if I'd lost my mind. Lacey narrowed her eyes, studying me. "Scarlett, if you're not happy, you can say so. You don't have to act like you're strong. You can punish me however you want. I can even take another slap in the face like last time. I can live with that." The girl sniffed dramatically, grabbing my hand and trying to slap herself with it. Just then, a voice boomed, and I was shoved out of the way. I slammed my lower back against the edge of the table, and Chase caught Lacey, all worried and protective. "Are you okay? How many times do I have to tell you to stay away from her? She's a toxic bitch, and you're too damn nice." Lacey bit her lip. "I'm fine, Chase. If it makes Scarlett feel better, I'm okay with it. I miss our friendship so much. Scarlett, please be friends with me again." That just made Chase angrier. He jabbed a finger at me, yelling, "Scarlett, are you happy now? I've told you a million times, I've never liked you. How much more do you want to torture Lacey? Apologize to her right now, or you'll regret it." His eyes narrowed dangerously. Just yesterday, he had his bros tear up my textbooks. They threw my uniform in the mud. Apologize? Why the hell would I do that? My voice wasn't loud. I looked Chase in the eyes, and all he saw was hatred. "Chase, since everyone's here, I'm gonna tell you something for real. I, Scarlett, am completely over you. There's no way in hell I'd ever like you again." The whole class gasped. Everyone had seen how crazy I was before. Seeing me so calm now, they were totally thrown off. Chase blinked, a flicker of confusion and pain in his eyes. "You don't like me anymore?" I looked at him, each word a dagger. "That's right, I don't. From today on, we're strangers. And please keep your girlfriend away from me. I'm not interested in your drama." After school, the rain started. A cold, drizzling rain that splattered on the ground. Students ran laughing into the downpour in small groups. I suddenly remembered my past with Chase. In middle school, when my dad transferred me here for his business, I met Chase. He was taciturn and always walked alone, but after meeting me, he started following me. The South has a lot of rain, and he knew I wasn't used to it, so he always carried an umbrella with him during the rainy season. When school let out, I could always see him standing outside the classroom waiting for me. In his arms, he always warmed a bottle of my favorite chocolate milk with his body temperature. When the students saw this, they joked, "The flower of class 1 is here to pick you up again. You're so happy, and he's still a good student." Chase heard it too. He was obviously in a good mood, holding my wrist and pulling me to his side. Then he touched my head nonchalantly. "Let's go. I'll take you to eat your favorite grilled fish." And Lacey was a bullied girl whom I saved with him when we were dating. Ever since I saved her, she's been chasing Chase like crazy, stuffing all kinds of homemade food into his desk. Chase has expressed his disgust for her countless times. Once, he even stomped her lunchbox on the ground in public, pointing at her nose and scolding, "Don't say I have a girlfriend now. Even if all the women in the world die, I can't like you, you ugly freak." At that time, Lacey just shrank into her collar, staring at him with a gloomy look and a weird smile. "Chase, you'll regret what you said today." Her words came true. Just one summer, Chase messaged me to go play basketball. He came back with a serious illness. When he recovered, he had amnesia. He forgot our beautiful past and recognized me as the ugly girl who had been harassing him, and he regarded Lacey as his destined true love. At the entrance to the cafeteria, someone on a bicycle rode by quickly. I couldn't dodge in time, and a lot of sewage splashed on my face. I had just walked to the washstand to wash up when a chorus of harsh taunts came from behind. It's so embarrassing. How can Scarlett be so sloppy again? She's completely given up on image management. Ever since she broke up, she's become more and more self-conscious. This face is really ugly. She's still embarrassed to compare herself to Lacey. Our Lacey and Chase are a perfect match. What is she doing to get involved? I think what she said today was intentional, thinking she could arouse Chase's desire to conquer. She wouldn't give up easily. I turned around. Lacey was watching me with her arms folded, surrounded by 3 girls who usually liked to please her. Do you have to keep biting me like this? If you don't believe it, let time prove it. Just as Chase was walking from a distance, I walked coldly to the washstand, turned on the faucet and rinsed. Why is so much black water washing out? How much was splashed on me just now? I muttered in a low voice, couldn't help but take out my cell phone to take pictures. The next moment, a feeling of boiling swept through my whole body. I was surprised to find that a large amount of freckles on my face were reduced, and many black moles were obviously lightened. Is this the effect of the anti-system? After my great joy, I quickly calmed down. In order to avoid alerting the snake, I took out a mask from my pocket and put it on. On the other side, Lacey took Chase's hand sweetly, and said loudly to the students, "Today is the 100th day anniversary of me and Chase. I ordered a meal for everyone from the hotel. Everyone has a share, and 1 cake per person from Hololai." Everyone burst into a wave of cheers. Since I was bound to the system, she has started a lucky life like a cheat, crazy lottery tickets. The amount added up to 30 million, and she used the money to buy luxury cars and mansions, and she was full of famous brands. And there was a capital loophole in my family's company, and it was missing 30 million. My dad begged people everywhere, drinking alcohol like crazy at the dinner, and soon the physical examination showed that there was a problem with his liver. I will never forget him lying on the hospital bed and saying to me guiltily, "Scarlett, it's useless for my dad, not only can't take care of you, but also add this burden to our family." Right now, Chase handed out lunch boxes and cakes one by one, but he skipped me when it was my turn. "Here, these are all for you." He threw both of them to the next girl with no expression on his face. The girl was so excited that she was about to cry. I didn't speak. I went to get a cheap vegetarian dish and sat down to eat. This life was lucky enough for me to pick it up. I know more about the preciousness of high school time. I am not qualified to care about anything. All I can do is work hard with my life to save myself and my family. In the huge cafeteria restaurant, all the students except me were holding delicate dishes from the hotel, and each person had a unique cake. Lacey deliberately pulled Chase in front of me and said, "Chase, look how pitiful Scarlett is. Let's give her a bite, just a bite." In the words, it was as if I was a dog who needed her pity. Chase frowned in disgust, and put his arm around her shoulder with one hand. The surrounding students raised their heads gossipingly. He coldly spit out a few words. "Does she deserve it? Even her dad is going to beg for pity at my house." Amid a crowd of rampant sneers, I got up and picked up the dinner plate. He poured all the vegetables on Chase's head. "It doesn't matter if you don't like me. It doesn't matter if you fall in love with someone else." I tried my best to control myself, and my voice was still trembling faintly. "But Chase, you shouldn't insult me so wantonly, or even insult my family." The viscous gravy poured down along her hair, his eyes widened, and his pupils were filled with rage. But soon, he looked at me, and a trace of confusion and distress gradually appeared in his eyes. He moved his lips, as if he wanted to say something, but in the end he opened his mouth and couldn't say a word. Faced with Lacey screaming and rushing over to care, he just said, "I'm going to wash up first." Then he fled away in a panic.